In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NHL games happening on October 17, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Vegas Golden Knights versus Tampa Bay Lightning. The NHL is set to showcase an action-packed Thursday night with 11 games on the schedule. Among the most exciting matchups is an Eastern showdown featuring the Vegas Golden Knights and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Both of these franchises have enjoyed considerable success in recent years, making this early season meeting a highly anticipated clash between two powerhouse teams. This matchup promises to deliver high-level competition, with both sides bringing impressive talent to the ice. On the Tampa side, goaltender Andrei Vasilevskiy has been a brick wall through his first 2 starts. The Russian star has posted a sensational 1 goals against average and a .958 save percentage, making him an intimidating presence in the crease. Conversely, Vegas goaltender Adin Hill is coming off a shaky performance, allowing 4 goals on just 22 shots in a loss to the Washington Capitals, giving him a lackluster .818 save percentage. So far, the Golden Knights' defense hasn't been as tight as expected, allowing an average of 3 goals per game, ranking them 14th in the league, a figure they'll need to improve as the season progresses. Despite their strong start, Vegas has mostly played on home ice, with only 1 road game so far, a 4-2 defeat at the hands of the Capitals earlier this week. On the other hand, Tampa Bay has looked sharp right out of the gate. The Lightning opened their season with an impressive win over a tough Carolina Hurricanes squad and followed that up with a solid 4-2 victory over the Vancouver Canucks. Through these first 2 contests, Tampa has outscored opponents 8-4, displaying a balanced mix of offense and defense. They also have history on their side, as they swept both meetings with the Golden Knights last season. Additionally, the Lightning have traditionally been dominant at home, finishing last season with a stellar 25-11-4 record on their own ice, while Vegas struggled on the road, winning only 18 of their 41 away games. While this game has the makings of a close, competitive matchup, I give the early edge to the Lightning based on what we've seen so far. Vasilevskiy is playing at an elite level, and Tampa's overall execution looks sharp from the start. Vegas, meanwhile, has relied heavily on their offense but still shows some inconsistency in the net and defensive coverage. If Vasilevskiy maintains his current form, Tampa Bay is well positioned to exploit those weaknesses. With the Lightning averaging 4 goals per game and Nikita Kucherov already netting 4 goals on the season, the Tampa Bay Lightning money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have shown plenty of offensive firepower early on, which makes the total goals market especially intriguing. Vegas has scored 3 or more goals in 3 of their first 4 games, with their power play clicking at an impressive 33% conversion rate. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, has a history of feasting on Vegas, scoring a total of 10 goals across their 2 meetings last season. The Lightning's offense continues to roll, posting 8 goals across their first 2 games, both against quality opponents like the Hurricanes and Canucks. The betting trends further bolster the case for a high-scoring affair, as the over has hit in 3 of Tampa Bay's last 5 home games. Both the Lightning and the Golden Knights currently rank among the top teams in offensive production, with Tampa averaging 4 goals per game and Vegas averaging 4.3 goals per game. Additionally, Vegas has been efficient on the power play, converting on 30.8% of their opportunities, which makes them dangerous anytime they have the man advantage. While both teams feature capable goaltenders, the offensive firepower on display could easily overshadow their efforts. Given the high-octane offenses on both sides, I expect plenty of goals in this matchup. The projected total offers a solid fallback in case scoring doesn't reach the anticipated levels, but I believe these 2 teams have the offensive tools to push the game well over the mark. With both squads firing on all cylinders to start the season, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Jersey Devils versus Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators are set to face off against the New Jersey Devils on Thursday at the Canadian Tire Center. The Senators, who have earned 4 points from their first 3 games, currently sit in 4th place in the Atlantic Division. They've shown promise at home, having yet to lose in front of their home crowd. On the other hand, the Devils have gotten off to a strong start, sitting atop the Metropolitan Division with 8 points, though they've reached that total by playing 6 games, twice as many as Ottawa so far. A significant concern for Ottawa lies in their penalty-killing performance. This could be problematic, given that New Jersey boasts a respectable power play and also holds an edge in the face-off circle, which could help them control the game's pace. Both of the Devils' goaltenders have been consistent and reliable, which bodes well for their ability to contain Ottawa's offense, which has been averaging 4 goals per game. Additionally, New Jersey has dominated recent head-to-head matchups, winning 5 of their last 6 games against the Senators. Offensively, the Senators have been productive, managing to score at least 3 goals in every game so far this season. Most notably, they lit up the scoreboard in their last outing, scoring 8 goals against the Los Angeles Kings. While this makes the Senators an intriguing option as a home underdog, the Devils came into the season with high expectations, and so far, they've delivered. With their solid performance across all facets of the game and a larger sample size to demonstrate consistency, New Jersey looks well prepared. There are some injury concerns heading into this game, with Omar dealing with a muscle strain, which affects Ottawa's goaltending situation. The backup goalies did not inspire much confidence in their recent game against the Kings. Considering their recent success against Ottawa, having won 5 of their last 6 meetings, the New Jersey Devils' money line are full game side pick. When it comes to the total goals, recent trends indicate the under has been a frequent outcome between these two teams, with their games going 6-2-1 to the under so far this season. Both teams will enter this matchup on a day of rest, so fatigue won't be a major factor. However, New Jersey has a few defensemen on the injured list, and with Omar's day-to-day status adding uncertainty to Ottawa's net, the Senators' backup goalies become a liability. New Jersey's offense is strong enough to exploit Ottawa's weak penalty kill, increasing the likelihood of a higher scoring game. In fact, 6 of their last 7 meetings have produced at least 7 total goals. Given these trends and the circumstances, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Vancouver Canucks versus Florida Panthers. The Vancouver Canucks and the Florida Panthers are set to face off in a non-conference matchup on Thursday evening at the Amerant Bank Center. The Canucks are struggling to gain any momentum, having started the season with 3 consecutive losses. Their latest setback came on Tuesday, suffering a 4-1 defeat on the road against the Tampa Bay Lightning. On the other hand, the Panthers are riding a wave of success with back-to-back victories. They enter this contest fresh off a narrow 4-3 road win against the Columbus Blue Jackets, giving them confidence as they prepare to host Vancouver. There are several factors that explain why the Panthers are off to a solid start at 3-2-0 while the Canucks remain winless in their first 3 games. One key difference lies in goaltending. Vancouver is relying on Kevin Lankinen, who has shown inconsistency throughout his career, averaging 3.06 goals allowed per game over 113 appearances. In contrast, the Panthers have the seasoned Sergei Bobrovsky between the pipes. Bobrovsky, a 2-time Vezina Trophy winner, brings a level of experience and reliability that the Canucks goaltenders currently lack. Florida's offense has also been sparked by the impressive play of Sam Reinhart, who has been a driving force on the attack. Meanwhile, Vancouver's offensive struggles are apparent. They have managed just 3 total goals in their last 2 outings. While the Panthers have had a few early season issues of their own, this game feels more like a mismatch driven by Vancouver's shaky goaltending. With the Canucks goalie tandem of Lankinen and Arturs Silovs showing vulnerability, it's reasonable to expect Florida to control the pace of this game and prove why they are still regarded as a top contender. For this reason, the Florida Panthers moneyline is our full game side pick. Both teams have struggled defensively, particularly when it comes to limiting the number of shots allowed. Vancouver currently ranks 13th in the league, conceding an average of 28 shots per game. Meanwhile, Florida finds itself further down the list, ranking 22nd in the NHL by giving up 30.2 shots on goal per contest. However, these numbers alone may not be cause for alarm, since the real issue lies in whether those shots result in goals. If Bobrovsky performs up to his usual standard and Lankinen can tighten up his play, both defenses defenses may hold firm. Additionally, neither team has found much success with the man advantage early in the season. The Canucks enter this game with a decent 25% success rate on the power play, placing them 13th in the NHL, but the Panthers have struggled, converting on just 11.1% of their power plays, ranking 23rd in the league. Given the shaky offensive outputs and inconsistencies on special teams, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Rangers versus Detroit Red Wings. It's an Eastern Conference showdown on the ice as two familiar foes clash, each hoping to secure 2 points in Detroit. The New York Rangers hit the road to face the Detroit Red Wings on Thursday night, completing the back half of a home-and-home series. In the first matchup, held Monday night at Madison Square Garden, often referred to as the most iconic arena in sports, the Rangers claimed a decisive 4-1 victory to gain the early edge. Now, the question remains, can New York sweep the series, or will Detroit bounce back to force a split? Recent history suggests the Rangers have the upper hand, as they've dominated the matchup with a 7-3 record over the last 10 meetings, winning the most recent 4 in a row. With just 2 days separating these back-to-back games, both teams will be well acquainted with each other's strategies and tendencies. Early in the season, the Rangers have flexed their offensive firepower, scoring 4 or more goals in every game thus far. On the other hand, the Red Wings have struggled to find the same rhythm, managing no more than 3 goals in any of their contests so far. The disparity between the two teams is becoming increasingly evident. New York's offensive pressure has been relentless, averaging 34 shots on goal per game, while Detroit has only managed 28.7 shots per game. Additionally, the Rangers have excelled in the face-off circle, winning 56% of their draws, third best in the NHL, while Detroit has faltered in this area, ranking near the bottom with a 44.6% win rate. The Rangers are not just the better team on paper. Their 4-1 victory over Detroit on Monday reaffirmed their dominance. New York has now won 7 of the last 9 encounters between these teams, with 4 of those victories coming by at least 2 goals. Detroit has looked sluggish on both offense and defense in its first 3 games, struggling to compete against higher-tier opponents. Given the recent trends in their performance so far, it's difficult to trust the Red Wings in this spot. The odds are favorable, making the New York Rangers money line an appealing pick for this game. Through their first 3 games, the Rangers have split their results with the over-under, posting a 1-1 mark. Their games this season have featured an average of 7.33 total goals, including 6 goals scored in their only road contest. For context, New York averaged 6.22 total goals per game on the road last season. Detroit, meanwhile, has leaned slightly toward lower scoring affairs, with the under hitting in 2 of their first 3 games this season. The Red Wings contests have seen an average of 5.67 total goals so far, though that number ticks up to 6 goals per game when they play at home. Notably, 8 of the last 12 matchups between these teams have stayed under the projected total. Having just faced off on Monday, both teams will likely make adjustments, sharpening their play after gaining insight into the other's strategies. Given the solid goaltending from veterans Jonathan Quick and Cam Talbot, neither team is expected to give up many easy goals. In their previous meeting, the teams combined for 5 goals despite both defenses being under pressure for much of the game, including 18 combined minutes of penalties. This time around, we should expect a cleaner, more disciplined effort on both sides. With tightened defenses and fewer scoring chances, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Islanders versus St. Louis Blues. The New York Islanders enter the 2024-2025 season as one of the more unpredictable teams in the league. While it's difficult to determine exactly how they'll fare throughout the campaign, their veteran-heavy roster is confident in its ability to compete. With that mindset, the Islanders are likely to be a difficult team to face all season long, showing grit and experience on the ice. However, the key to their success will depend on how consistently they can perform on both ends of the rink. On Thursday, the Islanders will face a similarly positioned opponent in the St. Louis Blues. Much like New York, the Blues are working to find their rhythm early in the season. However, the Blues have already made some notable strides, picking up key wins and showing that their off-season acquisitions may pay dividends. With improved depth and chemistry, St. Louis could emerge as a dark horse contender for the Stanley Cup playoffs in the Western Conference if they continue to build momentum. The Blues have split their first 4 games this season, while the Islanders have struggled slightly, dropping 2 of their first 3 matchups. Offensively, St. Louis has been the stronger team, displaying a solid attack and excelling on special teams. The Blues have capitalized on 25% of their power play opportunities, giving them an edge in situations where discipline matters. In contrast, the Islanders have been plagued by defensive lapses, making them one of the poorest penalty-killing teams in the early stages of the season. New York has already surrendered 10 goals over their first 3 contests, indicating that they could face challenges containing St. Louis offense in this matchup. Although the Islanders showed some offensive firepower in their opening game, their scoring efforts have since tapered off. Across their first 2 games, they managed just 4 goals in total, and their struggles on special teams have persisted, converting only 12.5% of their power play chances. Meanwhile, the Blues have performed well defensively, killing 5 of 7 penalties in their last 2 games. Goaltender Jordan Binnington has also been a significant factor, maintaining a stellar 1.99 goals against average and a .927 save percentage across 7 previous meetings with the Islanders. Given his success and the Blues' solid defensive play, expect St. Louis to keep New York's offense in check once again. As a result, the St. Louis Blues moneyline is our full game side pick. Both teams have also shown a tendency to play high-scoring games, making the over on the total points a favorable option. The Islanders have gone over the total in 2 of their first 3 games, scoring at least 4 goals in 2 of those contests, including 2 games on the road where they tallied 6 goals apiece. They'll be facing a Blues team that has allowed at least 4 goals in 3 consecutive games, meaning the Islanders should have opportunities to reach their scoring average. On the other side, the Blues have been fairly productive, scoring 3 or more goals in 3 of their 4 games while maintaining an impressive 25% success rate on the power play. Defensively, both teams have shown vulnerabilities. The Islanders have given up 4 goals in each of their last 3 games, and 3 of their last 4 outings have featured a total of 8 or more goals. Historically, matchups between these 2 teams also tend to be high-scoring affairs. 4 of the last 5 meetings between the Islanders and the Blues have resulted in 6 or more goals being scored. With both defenses still looking to find their footing, Thursday night's game promises to be an exciting, offense-heavy contest. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.